Our brothers, sisters, and family. One buck and three does. There's this guy the other day, he says, I haven't seen no tracks, I haven't seen no deer, no elk. Well, I haven't seen no elk. Seen moose, a lot of deer. And that's why I filmed that. You know, he said it kind of in a bad way. I didn't like the way he said it. But let me tell you, if you're going to drive your fucking truck and knock it off and look around for a little bit, you ain't going to see shit. But you know, it's the beauty of being out here. And I do love it. I know some people don't, but I do. I know my brothers do. Shane and Peaches is up in the car. Shane's asleep, of course. But last night I couldn't sleep. You know, I was reading a little column on my Facebook about a cousin. Sorry to hear that, because life's a bitch and we all live in it. But my prayers are with you, and I do love you. But I'm not really a good person when I was younger. A lot of people knows it. But it seems like when you get older, you realize all the mistakes you have made in life. And believe me, I made a lot. You know, we all did drugs. We all drank. And I drank a lot. Did drugs a lot back then too. You know, I hurt a lot of people. And all I can say is I hope they can forgive me. But I forgive them too. Then I started thinking about my dad and my mom, and when I gave my mom and dad their first house. You know, me and my mom used to walk to Jerry's supermarket. We used to live on 11th and 5th. Mom said, let's go to Jerry's to go get some Fideo and Papas and beans, and oh yeah, we'd go. And she used to look at this house on 5th and 13th. We used to go up to the window and look inside. It was for sale at that time. But I tell you what, I seen the beauty and the glow on my mom's face. And I watched her while she was looking in there. But I tell you, when I was young, I seen my mom and dad struggle a lot. I mean a whole lot. I see my dad work his ass off just to put a roof over our head, to put food in our bellies, to give us clothing. I seen that and I felt it. But one day, me and Mom was walking to Jerry's. Well, let me go back a little bit. My grandpa used to pick us up, take us to work. I was young. So was my brother Rick. We were both real young. I tell you what, I hated working in the onions. Hated working in the carrots. And the beets. Oh my God, beets. But I seen my mom working. And I used to see my mom with blisters in her hands. Just to try to make a little bit of money. Money I never seen, but I know where it went. And I never forgot when I see my mom work hard. See my dad work, he worked hard. But anyways, right there, 13th, I see my mom. I see my dad move house to house. And that house, I went there one night, talked to a lady. I told her I wanted to buy the house. My mom and dad didn't even know. Called up VA, bought it, had it in 3 weeks. I lived in there for a while, and then I decided to ride. I did, I rode for a long time. Had a nice Harley back then. And one day, nobody ever asked me how I felt, how I was hurting inside. But the way we were raised, we never talked about it. But anyways, I bought the house. Like I said, I lived in it, and one day I decided, I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to move around, and I did. But I took Mom and Dad to that house. And Mom says, what are you going to do? And I pulled out the keys and the papers, and I told Mom and Dad, this house is yours. I never want to see you again living in apartments. I'll tell you the glory, the beautiful face I got from Mom. And you know what she told me? She said, Steve, I knew one day would come when you give me this house. And she was right. That was the most beautiful day I ever seen in my life. My mom and dad. A lot of things happened after that. And I'll admit, I became an alcoholic, a druggie. That's for damn sure. And I didn't care about nobody. But I can still see Mom and Dad's face today. And we had a beautiful time. When we were young, we had a beautiful life with Mom and Dad. And our uncles. The family was strong back then. All my dad's brothers. But A lot of times I went with Dad and Uncle Chuck to go work. Watched them work when I was young. I wasn't working. My dad was teaching me. But I just want to say, people, we take life for granted. Stop and think and look back how hard it was for our parents to raise us. And you know what? It is hard. There's two roads to take in life. And I chose the wrong one for a while. I got a lot of trouble. Ended up in jail a lot. But my dad never bombed me out. I stood there. That's one thing he said. Don't ask me to bond you out. You put yourself in there. You stay in there till you get out, and I hope you learn. And I did. Maybe a couple of years after. But you know what? I see my kids struggle. But then they still smile and laugh and joke. You know, but I feel inside they just don't know it. They probably will after they see this. I've seen a lot of my cousins struggle, friends, but we made a lot of mistakes in our lifetime. So did our parents. But yeah, time to forgive. And another thing, tell your kids you still love them no matter what they do. Even if they hate you, tell them you love them. And all that you can do is pray. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Brothers, sisters, and family, my prayers are all with you. But God bless, and I'm going to go somewhere else down for a little bit and then go give my brother Rick some shit. I do. I tell you, I love it with my son up here. Oh, we bump heads just like parents do. I get mad, yeah. All parents do. I remember when my dad got on my ass. It wasn't pretty back then. But he meant it. But he never changed his mind. And maybe that's why I'm a better person now than what I was back then. But I just want to tell all my kids I love them. And grandkids. And I see a lot. And I just pray your future is a lot better. And I tell you what, if you got a chance to go back to school, college, don't say you're going to do it and don't do it. Take that first step. And if you're planning on getting a divorce or splitting up with your girlfriend, think about it. Both of you. I do believe in making things work. And you can. And I tell you, you got to change your ways. A lot of us don't because we're stubborn as hell. Change those ways, your life will go better. And that's the God's truth. So God bless, and I love you all, and my prayers are with you. We'll see you.